Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $15,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 57-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website, and we've got these quoters on just about every page, and you can click the state and select the state you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way, and select the coverage amount, and then fill out the rest of the info, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you the best price companies and the best companies available in your state. And what's nice about that is you'll be able to see actual pricing from all the insurance companies, and you'll be able to kind of sniff out some of these rates out there that seem too good to be true, the ones that you see advertised on TV or magazines or stuff, and you read those and go, oh, those are so low, they can't be true, because, yeah, they're not true. So you can compare all the companies just like we do, and you'll be a very educated shopper. So you can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and one of our agents can get you pricing as well, too. So really the first thing you need to kind of figure out at age 57, if you're a male, is, is $15,000 going to be enough insurance for what you need done for your final expenses? Typically, that's going to mean a cremation or burial. So the average cremation right now in the United States is right or between $1,000 to $2,000 if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you're going to have some sort of ceremony like celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, something like that, probably going to be in the $3,500 to $4,500 range. So just what we would typically recommend is for that burial or the cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn, probably $5,000 to $7,000 worth of insurance. If you're going to have the ceremony and the cremation, probably $7,000 to $10,000. You can get $15,000 if you want. If you're going to want something a little bit more fancy or something like that, go ahead and do that. But most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income, so we really recommend, not going overboard on the insurance. Get what you need to take care of your needs, but don't. It's not like we recommend you get $25,000 or $30,000 because you want to leave money behind for the kids. A lot of times that can get a little out of people's budgets just because, fixed or limited income. So we like to really just kind of protect people's budgets as well. But also just realize that if your budget's tight, you can get a smaller amount now, and we can always help you add more coverage later. It's very flexible that way. Now, if you're going to be buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. And that's not going to be anything fancy, though. But if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, chances are they're going to get things done for you. It's hard to imagine they would let that check walk out the door and go down the street to one of their competitors. But again, it's not going to be anything fancy. And two, you're 57, but you probably want to make it to 67, maybe 77. And $10,000 may work right now, but it's not going to 20 years from now. So a lot of times people would get somewhere between, 57-year-old males will get somewhere between, 10, 15, maybe $20,000. 15,000 probably being the happy medium. But again, you're not required to. Really, the most important thing is have something in place. So if all you can afford is $10,000, do that right now. We can help you add more coverage later. No big deal. Now, one thing we always recommend is do get first aid coverage or benefits. And we don't recommend those 2-year waiting period plans at all. We'll go into that in just a moment here. But the first aid coverage means that, let's say your policy was approved today and you died tomorrow. The insurance company would have to pay out the full $15,000 if that's the amount of insurance you got. That's exactly what you want. You don't want to have a 2-year waiting period at all on that. It's going to make you wait 2 years. So what a lot of people will say, though, is, I like this first aid coverage, but I know they ask health questions and I'm not in the best of health. To which we say, hey, your health problems, that's not your problem. That's our problem. That's why we work with enough different insurance companies that, they all ask different health questions. They all have different underwriting. And 90 to 95% of the time, we're getting people first aid coverage or benefits. Really, the only time we don't is when somebody's got some really significant health issues going on. Like maybe they have a terminal illness and they're only going to live 12 months or so, or they have dementia, or they're on dialysis, or in the hospital, or in a nursing home. If that were the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different insurance company. And it seems like every week we have this happen too. Somebody will call us up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and they didn't have insurance, and we don't have any money. And, their body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral director's not going to do anything till they get a check in their hand. So we need to get this insurance really quickly, and that way we can get a check, and we can get a check to the funeral home. And we have to tell them that there's no insurance company that's going to, issue or pay out on a policy for somebody that's already dead. This insurance does not work out that way. You got to be alive to qualify for it. So it's really sad that the person who died, knew they weren't going to live forever. They probably thought they'd get this done sometime in the future, and the future showed up a little early for them. But what a terrible way to be remembered. What a terrible legacy to leave, where when your name comes up, everybody thinks, oh, yeah, when they passed away, they left us with all these bills and this emotional hardship because we had to figure this thing out and nothing was done. So don't be that person. Don't have that be your legacy. This insurance is affordable. Just get it done so that your family doesn't have to suffer. Oh, my gosh. So we don't recommend the 2-year waiting period plans. I mentioned that. Colonial Penn's kind of one of the more well-known ones. Their $9.95 plan. And, did you know that? Their $9.95 plan's a 2-year waiting period. There's other companies out there that have 2-year waiting periods too, like Mutual of Omaha, United of Omaha, their line there, AIG, Gerber. There's a whole bunch of other ones out there. And some of these companies have done a great job of convincing, the American public that the only thing that they'll qualify for if they're over age 50 is a plan with a 2-year waiting period. To which we say, don't be such suckers. Do not fall for such nonsense. We help people with first day coverage every day. We are open for business. Don't fall for that. Now, a lot of 57-year-old males would think, oh my gosh, that Colonial Penn commercial sounds amazing. For $9.95, I can probably get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 worth of coverage. And then they talk to a Colonial Penn agent or go on their website like we did right here. Male, age 57, $9.95 for 1 unit of coverage is a whopping $1,313. I'm not even sure that's enough for a cremation anywhere in the United States right now. But it doesn't matter because it's got a 2-year waiting period where they're not going to pay out for any health or medical related cause of death. So yeah, some of these low teaser rates are kind of interesting, and we recommend you be really cautious. Some would say, wouldn't be too hard to imagine that if you get drawn in with a low price, there might be an upsell in your future. I'm not saying that would happen, just kind of thinking out loud. But let's take a look, see if we can get $15,000. The thing with Colonial Penn is you can't get an even $15,000 because their per unit pricing kind of spits out these wackadoodle numbers like 13. So let's see. I'm guessing that's maybe 12 units. I don't know, 10. Let's see, maybe 11 units. So that's 14,443. Let's try 12 units. I guess that's as close as we'll get. 15,756. Wouldn't want to allow you to get $15,000 worth of insurance on the nose. Anyway, that's $120.40. 119.40. 119. Roughly 120. Let's see if we can save any money by going with first day coverage. I know we can. 15,000 male, age 57. Let's get quote. And again, this is roughly 15,000 for $120. First day coverage would be $52. $52 or $119. What's your choice? For roughly the same amount of coverage. This is a little bit more because of the 12 units. But first day coverage, look at that. 52. Colonial Penn is well over 200% more expensive. Why would you buy a plan that's 200% more expensive? Actually, more than 200%. And where they're going to make you overpay on that policy for the rest of your life and force you to have a 2-year waiting period. Why would you do such nonsense? Why don't you let us help save you money? Trinity Life, great insurance company. We work with them. Level coverage, first day coverage, great underwriting, easy questions. Yeah, tons of approvals. Yeah, save money. Let's look at some other companies here too. Like Lumico here, like 63 first day coverage here, but Lumico 63. versus 52. Roughly $10 a month, $120 a year. After 10 years, $1,200. Roughly after 20 years, $2,400. Why would you overspend? You know, what you do on the front end can save you a lot of money. You may as well keep it in your own pocket. And you'll be able to see all these companies. Let's see. Let's look at another one here. Oh, yeah, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess. I mean, look at that pricing. Ouch. Ouch. Level coverage, that's a good thing, though. But, yeah, their pricing's higher. And they've got a deal where when you pass away, they'll call 2-3 different funeral homes, supposedly get you the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple other things, but it's not free. They charge for it. So $80 versus 52, roughly $30 a month. That is $360 a year. That is roughly, and that'd be roughly right around $3,600 after 10 years. Ooh, roughly $7,200 after 20 years on a $15,000 policy. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth paying a company roughly $3,600 more over 10 years to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple other things that might only take an hour or so? A lot of people would say that's a pretty good payday for the insurance company. I think we'd probably tend to agree. So what we've done at Funeral Funds is we allow you to get the lower rate, and then we provide a funeral and estate planning guide for free. You just print that out, fill it out, just write in there who gets what goes where, and what you want done after you're gone. All the arrangements. And now you keep that with your insurance policy, and when you pass away, all your family's got to do is just pull that out, and you've provided the money through the insurance policy, and you've provided the instructions through the funeral and estate planning guide, and all they need to do is execute your wishes. And what a wonderful gift to leave behind, that they're not going to be stressed or burdened financially or excessively emotional. I mean, they're going to be emotional because they've lost you. They're probably going to be emotional because you've done a wonderful and loving thing, and you thought well in advance while you were alive to a time when you would be dead and they would need your help that one last time. And what a loving memory to leave them with. And they will cherish that for the rest of their lives. So, yeah, bravo for you. So go to our website here. We've got these quoters here on pretty much every page. We've got a special quoter for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube, and you can get the most discounts and best prices there. And you can call us 888-862-9456. One of our agents can help you out. And it doesn't matter, you know, if you've got an existing policy and you want to shop it around, see if you got the best price, or maybe add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for a new policy with the lowest pricing, we can help you out with that. And then if you just want some help, some questions, maybe understand these policies a little bit better, we can help you out with that too. We look forward to the day that we actually get to chat with you and help you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.